guys, today we are looking at the two sort of most popular pet hair removal tools on Amazon. The incumbent, the most popular, the one that's been around is the Lilly Brush. The Lilly Brush is an amazing little tool. Just has this kind of, I guess it's just rubber, flat-sided rubber surface that works all the way around. You have two edges that are a hard edge, two that are a nice soft round edge, and it really helps when trying to work into certain areas on the vehicle. And then this side, you can kind of dig out things like around the seat belt attachment pieces. You can dig stuff out of there, and this thing works amazingly well. Like I said, it's the one that kind of everyone's always been going after and using for their pet hair removal needs. Now, this brand, Analan, actually reached out to me and sent me this to do a little review on. And I've been seeing a lot of videos on it, and it's definitely gaining a lot of traction on Amazon as well. Couple key features: it does have this nice kind of big hole loop in the middle, so it's just a nice piece to grip onto and work with. It does have three different edges. So as you remember, on the Lilly Brush, it's completely smooth edged. On this one, it's got a kind of a serrated edge like a knife would, and the three edges are all different levels of that serrated edge. So that one's the smoothest. Then we go to the next one, gets a little more aggressive, and the final one is the most aggressive, kind of the biggest tooth to it. So I took these out today. I did a vehicle actually out in the rain today in San Diego, and the vehicle had a bunch of dog hair, so I took these and did just a really quick little side-by-side comparison, just so we could see the differences, and we're gonna jump into that right now. All right, guys, so really quickly, I just wanted to bring this up to your attention. I wanted to pull up both of these items on Amazon. As you can see here on the left side of the page is the Lilly Brush. Like I said, this is the one that's been around the longest. As you can see here, 4.5 stars, over 27,000 ratings. It's been around. It's an amazing product. You can see other companies are copying it. If you scroll down, it gives a little more information about it, and then you can see that they have a complete lineup of pet hair removal tools. Now, the pet hair detailer, I believe that is their flagship item. That's the one they launched with, and that's the one I still like to use. This pet hair toolkit here seems okay. The little brush, the little one seems a little bit too small to be useful for me. The big one seems a little bit too big. So like I said, this guy just seems to fit perfectly. Yeah, anyways, you guys can kind of browse through their other items as well. And that is it. You can actually see when I scroll up, I last purchased this item January 9th of 2020. That is the actual unit that I still use, and I use it all the time in my detailing business, and it still works. I love that thing. It works really, really well. So now we're going to switch over to the right side of the page, and this is the Analan mini pet hair removal. This is the one that they sent me to try out. Now, right up front, I do like it. It works really well, and it's kind of cool. You can get it in some different colors depending on what you want. So a little more customizable for people, which is really nice. The Lilly Brush is $12. This one is $14.95, so it is a little bit more expensive. But if we go back on the page real quick, you can see that they do sell replacement blades for it, which is really cool. You can pop off the housing and put in a new blade. The blades do get softer over time, even with the Lilly Brush. But like I said, I've been using this I've been using this Lilly Brush since January 9th, or slightly after, because they had to ship it. And the blades have gotten a little bit softer, but it still works amazing. So I don't know how important it is for those blades to be replaceable. But just wanted to bring that to your attention. Now let's jump back into it. All right, guys, so here is the vehicle that I was working on earlier today. It's a Ford F-150. The guy always has the back seats up in it, and there's always a ton of dog fur back there. This is actually the least amount of dog fur I've seen in it. I've done his car a few times, but anyways, I figured it'd be a good opportunity to test these two out. So I'm just showing you here just the packaging of the Analan pet hair removal tool. Super nice packaging. As you can see there, that's the hole I was talking about, so you can grip it nicely. And then there's the three different sides of the serrated edge how aggressive, depending on what you need it for. Obviously, if you're trying to dig stuff out of a deeper pile of carpet, having those differences in that edge could be a real benefit. The Lilly Brush, on the other hand, does not have it, but in general, it seems to work super well anyway. So with just this quick comparison on this one vehicle, you'll see here. So I didn't really get a good test of seeing just how beneficial having those 3 different edges are on the Analan brush, but just so you guys can see here a little live view, it does appear to me that the Lilly Brush is working a little bit better in this situation. They're both doing a great job of collecting the hair. However, as you can see, the hair does stick to the Analan brush, and that may be because that's serrated edge. I'm really not sure. But it doesn't stick as much to the Lilly Brush and just really gathers everything at the end of it. So as you can see, the Lilly Brush was used on the left hand side and the Analan brush on the right hand side, and there's a little bit of stuff left over on the Analan side. So I'm going to take the Lilly Brush and do a couple passes to see if it cleans up or if those were just really embedded, and it does clean up. So the Lilly Brush, kind of with that pile of carpet, I would say the Lilly Brush does take the win. Really quickly, this is underneath the seat, and it's just like a little storage area on these F-150s. So I will show you how it accesses into that tight little area. As you can see, the Analan, the sides of it are larger than the Lilly Brush, but it still does an absolutely great job of getting in there and getting all that stuff to gathered so I can vacuum it out. Now, really quickly, I'm going to take the Lilly Brush in there, and as you can see, it is a little bit smaller. It has a nice soft edge, so you can really get into the contours of that area, and it really does a good job also. And this is all deep down fur, guys. This is stuff that just wouldn't vacuum out really easily. This is stuff that does need to be gathered and then vacuumed. If you take a vacuum to it, you'll get some of it, but you're definitely not going to get all of it. So having one of these tools is a huge benefit in getting the job done faster and having it come out with a better result. So just real quickly here, guys, I'm going to show you an overall size difference between the two items. That is the smaller side of the Lilly Brush. So the Analan tool definitely is a little bit bigger. However, still small enough to fit in all the tight spaces, and it does an amazing job. So I really think that having both is always the best option when you're dealing, especially if you're a professional and dealing with customers' cars all the time that have dog hair. However, if you can only have one, I personally still recommend the Lilly Brush. With that being said, the Analan brush does have that serrated edge, which is really nice to dig stuff out of higher and different pile of carpets. So it may be a better all-around use. Just in this quick side-by-side comparison, the Lilly Brush performed a little bit better, but either way, guys, whichever one you choose, you can't go wrong. The links for both of these items will be down in the description, so you can click on it. It'll take you straight to Amazon so you can pick one up. Hope that helps, and we'll see you guys on the next video.